Hi, I'm gonna be reading one-star reviews from Goodreads about my favorite books. I'm not ready. So, let's get right into it. We're gonna start off strong with Six of Crows. So, first we have, when I think of the word disappointment, Six of Crows comes to mind. Hello? And they have like a little like emoji. It's like the star-eyed emoji. I had too much fun using emojis almost as obnoxious as Kaz's character, and this review is full of opinions by me. Please don't read this review if you get offended easily and love this book. Jesper's only personality trait is liking guns. That is not true. Wow, oh, they're really getting into it. Okay. Old, crusty, musty Kaz is boring and extremely overhyped. Honestly, I cared about Alina more than I cared about Kaz. I would sell Kaz's soul for $10 or less. Wow. Wow, okay. Matthias, greater than Kaz, because Matthias actually went through character development, and even though he was brainwashed as a child, his love for Nina overcame that. That's a good theme, even though it's as cliche as all the other characters in this book. Homie. Actually, no, you're not my homie. Did you just say the characters in this book were cliche? Because Leigh Bardugo did not write her whole heart and soul into this book for you to say that. These are some of the most complex and unique characters I've ever read about, and you're writing a review saying that they're cliche? I like Nina. She was brave and kind and better than the other characters. What was Wineline's personality? Did they just misspell Wyland's name? Wineline. Wineline. Oh, Inej is an average main character. The door's right there. Please leave. Like, an average main character? Besides, she was the Raid. The only law that applied to her was gravity, and some days she defied that too. Gravity doesn't apply to her? And then they have this picture, logic, where they didn't even spell logic right. It has a K. I'm getting, like, upset. The plot. You are telling me a group of broke teenagers spent 5 pages planning a heist and then managed to pull it off from a building that no adults could break into? Love the realism there. Girl, did we read the same book? Because that heist was detailed as far. It was detailed to its core, to the T. And you're saying that it only took 5 pages. That was not 5 pages. It did not take them 5 pages to plan. I don't read fantasy for realism, obviously, but I want it to make some kind of sense. This makes no sense to me. Third, the world building. I think Cutterdam was written well, but it depends a lot on the world building that the Grishaverse series established. I like the Grishaverse series more, even though it wasn't good, because at least I wasn't bored to death most of the time. We did not read the same book. Please do not attack me. I will try. I will try. I will try to not attack you. I can't keep any promises, though. Oh my god. It hurts. I'm gonna cry. This was quite a roller coaster for me, and we're not even done with the whole video. So, I don't know how the rest of this is gonna go, but I can tell it's gonna be ugly and messy, and I don't think I'm gonna read another one for Six of Crows, because that hurt me. Okay, we're gonna do This Savage Song next by Victoria Schwab. Wait, how did I... Has no one rated this book, or... Wait, how do you... It's the way I actually can't find the reviews for this book. Oh wait, I need to click on it. Please, I promise I'm not dumb. Maybe I am, I don't know. Let's go to the 1 stars. After 6 of Crows, I'm not really sure if I want to continue, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, we have DNF'd at 70%. I found the book very, very boring and the characters predictable. I've been in a slump for a long time and this book is making it much, much worse, so I decided to stop because life is too short and we are almost halfway through October. Why'd you stop? It's a really... The characters are predictable? Did you guys hear that? I love my neighbors. They're awesome. Slay. Oh, we have someone that DNF'd this book at 10%. Oh, I want to read this. Oh, whoa, it's long. Okay, never mind. That's a monstrosity. I'm pretty sure I finished this book, but I'm not 100% sure. And I feel like that's all the criticism that this book needs. Utterly forgettable. Okay. I'm actually like getting upset right now. I'm not gonna read any more for the Savage Song. We're gonna move on. I think next I'm gonna do If We Were Villains by Emma Rio. I feel like if there's like bad reviews for this book, I don't think there should be bad reviews for this book because it's amazing. This book was the book that got me into like dark academia. And I'm hoping to read more dark academia. I read The Secret History recently and it was really good. Okay. Breaking my silence. This is The Secret History for Dummies with annoying theater majors and you can't convince me otherwise. The Secret History for Dummies? I'm gonna pretend that you did not just say that. If you're gonna very blatantly rip off what I consider one of the best novels ever written, at least do a good job of it. Oh my god, they're like really coming for Emma Rio over here. The Secret History and If We Were Villains are both amazing novels. Like, don't compare them to each other because they're amazing. Like, I hate when people do that. Anyway. Also, coming from someone who loved Shakespeare to the point where she took 4 Shakespeare courses during college, holy were they unbearably annoying. It's like off-brand The Secret History meets Glee. That's so funny. Okay. It had no nuance, no subtlety, nothing between the lines. It was basically a horrible caricature of The Secret History. I'm so sorry, Donna Tartt, that you got compared to this. First of all, Emma Rio and Donna Tartt are both amazing authors, and you shouldn't be plotting them against each other because they have books that are similar. Second of all, off-brand The Secret History with Glee? Meets Glee? I don't know how many more of these I can take. Oh my god, I love this one. I think I am too dumb to be able to appreciate this book. Honestly, that was me, like, in, like, the first 100 pages when I first read this book. I was so confused because, like, the language was, like, this level for me. Honestly, that one's, like, kind of funny. That one isn't even offensive. I just think that's amusing. I think I am too dumb to be able to appreciate this book. Honestly, you and me both. Well, like, now I appreciate it, obviously, because I read the whole thing, but... Okay. That's it. That's it for If We Were Villains. I think next, we're gonna do... Let's just do Red Queen for fun, because I've seen so much hate for this book on TikTok, and I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually thought it was, like, pretty good. It wasn't, like, the best book I've ever read, don't get me wrong, but people are making it out to be, like, terrible. And it's not. So, I thoroughly enjoyed this whole entire series. Like, I've read all 4 books, and I've read the short story collection. So, I thought it was good. So I think these are going to be really entertaining. Let's find out what the reviews are. These are going to be fun. Oh my god! Okay, we're going to start off with a nice short and sweet one. This is the Walmart version of the Hunger Games. Honestly, I can see the Hunger Games comparison. Would I say it's the Walmart version? No, because that's just mean. Like, whenever I explain this book to my friends, I was like, if you like the Hunger Games, then you're probably gonna like this one. But I would never say it was a Walmart version of the Hunger Games. Like, there's some similarities, but they're not, like, completely the same. Did I get it? There's a fly. I tried getting it, but I don't think I have the speed for that. Dishonor to the Hunger Games, dishonor to Suzanne Collins, dishonor to trees. P.S. Which Einstein named her Mare Barrow? Do you realize it's a swap between the first letters of bone marrow? I'm sorry, wait. Do you realize it's a swap between the first letters of bone marrow? Why is that kind of funny? The leading female is an idiot. Consider yourselves warned. Honestly, why do I kind of agree, but, like, only for the first book. After, like, the first book, she's, like, not an idiot. And, like, even in the first book, it's not like she was dumb. It's just that Maven is a really good manipulator. Okay, let's get one more in there. Like, let's get, like, a nice long one, because these are all short. If I could give this negative... I can't even type. Oh my god. If I could give this negative rating, that's not correct vocabulary. If you're gonna, like, bad talk a book, at least write a review with correct grammar. If I could give this negative rating, I would. There are 5 books I hate with livid and burning passion. Books I think never should have been published. This is one of them. I hate the plots. I hate the pathetic, mind-numbingly stupid protagonists. I hate the characters. I hate everything. Such a disappointment would be too light a sentence to express my utter disdain for this trash. I bought it because of all the hype, and then needless to say, my expectations were not even close to being met. I only ended up cringing the whole way through. This sorry excuse for a book is a mashup of every cringy YA fantasy told in the worst way possible. The writing was incredibly cheesy, cringeworthy, and painfully predictable that I saw every single twist coming before I even made it to the middle. Not to mention the epilogue. The damned great epilogue. It was stupidest, most predictable epilogue that you could see from a mile away, that when I read it, I was legitimately like, wait, what? Seriously? Really? The writing style told us all that all along. Tell me something I don't know. I finished it because I hate DNFing books, but the time I wasted reading this still haunts me to this day. I hate this book. Honestly, I can't really speak from the standpoint of, like, oh, the plot twist where Maven betrays everyone is predictable, because I read this book knowing that was gonna happen, because I got it spoiled for me when I was scrolling through TikTok, because this was like a year ago and I thought, oh, I'm never gonna read this book, so it's okay if I have spoilers, but then I ended up reading it. Okay. I think that's enough for Red Queen. Let's do a couple more books. I think we're gonna go with... what would be fun? I want to do King of Scars. I know there's, like, a big discourse between, like, the Grishaverse fandom whether this book is good or not. And honestly, I'm on the fence about it. Could I tell you what the plot of this book was? Let's move on. Whoa, that's long. I'm just gonna read the first part of it. DNF. This wasn't good at all. I feel like this book only works if you're a die-hard fan of the Grisha trilogy / Six of Crows, and then it works only barely. It's not a book that can stand on its own. I kind of agree. I feel like if this book was a standalone, I probably wouldn't like it as much if... I feel like if this book was a standalone, I wouldn't like it as much. I feel like the only reason I kind of like this book is because it's in the Grishaverse. You need to have read other books by Bardugo to understand the world and its characters, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I kind of respect this person's opinion, because it has valid points, and I kind of agree. My blood is raging after reading this one. I didn't read this, lol, and I don't give a shit about anything except my man the Darkling is back, bitch, so we're popping bottles. First of all, ew. Second of all, ew. Third of all, ew. I hate Grishaverse fans like that. Like, I think this is such an amazing fandom, and then I see that one particular person that is a Darkling apologist. Like, he doesn't deserve your apology. He really doesn't. Okay. I think last we're gonna wrap it up with... I think we're gonna go with The Cruel Prince. I might make a second part for this because this was honestly kind of fun. I just recently read How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories, and I was living for all that extra Jordan content, and I'm so excited for The Stolen Heir to come out. 384 pages, 0 substance, unless you call pages littered with problematic substance. Okay. Problematic. I must say that the characters do have some problematic going on, but is the book itself problematic? No, it's not. I'm waiting to see, like, that a 1-star review saying that Locke is someone's favorite character, because I feel like that's what a one-person reviewer of this book would say. Like, Locke was the best person in this book. Like, fuck up, no one cares. Locke is the worst character in this book. And if you think otherwise, the door's right there. It's calling your name. Walk out of it right now, please. I beg of you. I want this book to come to life so I can punch it in the face. It is terrible. Well, guess what, sweetie? Books can't come to life, so I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. So, sorry about that. What? Yo! I just noticed that I never wrote a review for Cruel Prince, so here we go. Pardon. Stop, dude. The only one I ever remotely sympathized with was Madoc because I thought he was an interesting character. You sympathize for Madoc? The man that literally murdered Jude's and her sister's parents and adopted them and brought them to a world that they had no idea existed and raised them like they were his own? You sympathize with the murderer of the main character with the murderer of the main character's parents? I don't even know what to say after reading that. Like, how does one sympathize for the Grand General Madoc? Like, how is one, like, physically capable of make it make sense? Oh my god. Am I really supposed to believe that a 17-year-old human girl is the smartest person in all of the fairy world? Yes. Yes, you are. Because Jude Suarte is better than you, she's better than me, and she's better than anyone else in your life. This book was incredibly juvenile and predictable. Well, you said it's juvenile. Gee, I wonder why it's called a young adult fantasy novel. I swear to God, some people are like, oh my god, this book is like so juvenile, and it was written for teenagers. It's literally a YA book! Shut up! You knew what you were getting into, but you're complaining about it. Just shut the f up. It's so annoying. Okay. I think that's it for this movie. I think that's it for this book. I think that's it for this video, because I'm getting, like, fed up with these people. Oh my god. I'm, like, seething with anger. This book was so juvenile. It's literally a YA book! What are you talking about? Oh my god. I can't. I literally can't. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know if you want a part 2. If you want a part 2, I might do it, I might not, because as you can see, I am very angry right now. I don't know if I want to feel this type of anger again. This book was so juvenile. Please, it's a YA book. Oh my god. Okay. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah. Go on Goodreads and give all the books that I just reviewed in this a 5-star rating. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.